Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Feng Shui Toolkit. We are talking about the month of November. We're just beginning to get the energy that's starting to build for the month of the pig, which started on November the 7th, which was on Sunday. So, what we're going to be talking about today is the TimeBlazr technology, and this is a holistic system that we're talking about individually on each day of the week. And so, we're going to be talking about favorable timing today and when you should make your best moves. I'm going to give you a couple of dates that we can be looking at for you to, maybe even launch something this week if you are prepared for that. And if you're not, use these good dates and times to get prepared for next week when we come back the same day, which is on Wednesdays, to talk about the TimeBlazr. Hi, if you're new to me, my name is Kathleen Horvath-Szymanski. I'm a business feng shui master, astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr business management system. And each and every day, we take one of those topics. Astrology is on Monday, and we talk about business here on this channel. So we're talking about the yin and yang of business. So you have your business and marketing ideas. We take care of the energetic side for you. And this is just some tips along the way each week. So it will help you get into the vibe of boosting your business like they've done for centuries. Okay, so then we talk about feng shui on Tuesdays. Today we're talking about the TimeBlazr. Tomorrow is the day that we do the meditation, which is the universal gateway where we access your universal intelligence. And then on Fridays we do our Ask Me Anything Q&A, and we do that with together with my assistant Alice Nguyen, that we take your questions. So make sure you put those comments below. And while you're there, go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe, and go ahead and leave a comment. Tell us what you thought about today's training and how it might help you in your business. When you start thinking about all of the tools that are out there, we can't just depend on the marketing and business plan anymore. You need something extra. Everybody is out here online. Everybody is just, their whole world has been just thrown up in the air for the last 2 years. So we do need to be using other tools that are available to us. So let's get started by looking at the TimeBlazr. So I'm going to go right over to the portal, and we're going to be, like I said, looking at the month of November, which is called the Pig Month. Now, in the with the Chinese calendar, the thing that you have to understand is the first day of the month doesn't begin on the first. It actually begins anywhere from the 3rd or even up to the 9th. I've seen the days start the month. So obviously it actually goes into the following month. So here we are in November. Believe it or not, we're going to be using the pig month all the way to, I think it's December the 6th, where we have, then we go into the next month. But we're just going to be looking at this particular week. But I do advise you to grab a free 30-day trial. So just go to www.free30timetrial.com, and then you can get the personalized version of the TimeBlazr. And that, my friends, is where we have a game changer. We have the system that is designed for you. It's based on your birth information, and I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks today that can help make your life a little bit easier. Now, we are currently, if you are listening to me live, and hopefully you are, this is the day that we're going to be starting, and we're going to be going through these following couple of days, and then I'll take you all the way to the 16th so that you can do some of your planning. Now, please note that your TimeBlazr is going to look a little bit different than what you see on the screen. Why? Because it's personalized to you. What I like to do is start out by just taking away, for demonstration purposes, I like to take away the icons just so you can see a little bit cleaner slate right now, and then we can build those back in depending on what you're going to be trying to do at any given time. So really, the thing that I want you to wrap your head around is when you are using your best efforts to write up that business plan, that marketing plan. You're getting online, doing all of your social media and things like that. You're going to networking groups. Maybe you've written a book. Maybe you are launching a website. Maybe you have a program or a product or service that you're going to be launching. You want to do those on good days. You don't want to launch on days that counter you or don't have the vibrancy to help you. You do so much effort to do the right thing, and if you're not launching on a good day, it could actually collapse what you're trying to do. All right, so there are some things that are standard, there's things that are personalized. Let's start out with the standard. That is the foundational piece for each person that has a TimeBlazr, and then we build the personalization on top of that. So first, what I would like for you to take note of is there is colors on this month view. So the month view is going to be, we're going to have green, and then we're going to have just blank. So if the color is green, it is already indicating to you that one, it has reached a certain vibrancy. And so the algorithm that is picked up is saying, okay, we can use this for a certain activity. That's the first thing that I want you to be looking at. Green days with most stars. Now, the star system is now going to go over to the personalization, and it's going to be anywhere from 0 stars to up to 5 stars. So as you can see, for this person on the 7th, was actually a good 7-star day. There's quite a few for this person. Every month is not like this. Every month is maybe not so green either. So this is where, if you plan this out ahead and even imagine being able to have access to a year-long calendar like this that's personalized to you on how things are going to just start occurring for you in such a way that you're going to be very pleased with the results, because you will exponentially rise above your competition by just launching things on a good day, making decisions on a good day. Okay, now, so what we're going to also look at in the standard view is you can see that there's certain names of the day. They're not just, the 10th, it's a closed day. And on the 11th, it's an established day. So you really have to also design your launches or your important activities for the attributes that each day holds. Otherwise, you may find yourself, let's say that you decided, because everything's ready to go, that I'm going to launch a website, or I'm going to do a book launch, and I'm going to do it on the 22nd. Well, it's a close day. You're closing things up. You're not opening up the possibilities. You see the difference? You'd probably want to go maybe with a lower star, so that you can have a better outcome. So, you could choose the success day, or even a 4-star stable day is actually quite acceptable for, I would say, for launching anything 3 and above, you're good to go. Okay. All right. So then you can put in, these various icons, and we chose these icons for, the things that most business owners may occur happening to them over the course of a year's time. So these are, starting new jobs. This is about moving. It might be moving offices, might be moving, just different things around in your own space. Launching campaigns. This is launching anything. Just think of a launch. And then this is buying or selling property, and it could be your IP as well. So if you are thinking about selling, a division or something like that with your business, that could be used for that as well. And then accounts receivable, this is your receiving money. This is where you can send out invoicing, partnerships. This could be for short-term partnerships, or, literally a legal entity where you're actually creating a articles of incorporation. And then signing contracts. This happens all the time, whether you are doing a program or you're doing, one-to-one consulting. You should have a contract. Don't want to should on you, but you should have a contract so that you can protect all parties and everybody knows what's going to be happening. And then this is submitting proposals and negotiations, because that could go back and forth a few times. When you do it on better high vibrancies days, you have better outcomes as well. Then you have marketing. That's something we need to be doing on a daily basis, but there are going to be days that, again, for a particular launch, you need to be planning any of your launches several months out. So finding these days ahead of time versus going, oh, I only have 1 week to squeeze this in. Well, we're here today for because maybe you're just new to the channel, but the idea is that you have access to a full year so that you can do this planning. This one is super important. It's the no meetings, and I'm going to actually click that because this is a day that the vibrancy for you is not good, and that this could interrupt your best efforts, even if it's on a really, really good day. So there's all these little keys that we need to unlock, if you will, so that you can get the best outcome for things that you're trying to do. Okay. All right. So let's say we're going to be forging a partnership, and we're going to be submitting a proposal. And it is to kind of join this partnership. And let's just say we're going to be signing a contract as well. So we're going to hit selected. I just randomly did that. I didn't check that before. And let's just see what we have here. So as you can see on this great, great month, this person actually has quite a few caution. There's some unstable energy here that you should be aware of. So we'll talk about those as they come along. All right, now let's go into, and then you can switch these around however you want, and going into even into like the next month, those same icons will be picked up again. Okay, all right. So let's go back to the month of November. Let's go to the current week, and let's check in on how the day is going to be playing out, if you will. All right, so again, I'm going to talk about what is standard and then what is personal. The stars, I'm going to tell you right off the top, are going to be personal. I'll tell you how to use those in a second. If there were any icons, those automatically populate over to the day. So sometimes this bar will be blank, sometimes it will be full of different icons that you might have pre-selected, but just so you don't have to toggle back and forth, all of those we made the decision to have them come over. All right, let's talk about some standardization. So for everyone, it is Wednesday, November the 10th. If you are close to the time zone that I'm broadcasting in, otherwise you might already be the next day. Okay, it is an unfavorable close day. This is for everyone. So, and it's a water dog day. So what that is saying is there's something in the astrology chart that is making this a minimum of a 2-star day for this person. But it's unfavorable. So again, it's blank. There's no color there. And then what we're going to be looking at is how can we use this day if we choose to do that. All right, the first thing we need to do is we need to look at the positive and negative influences of the day. And the positive influences, they're just key words that if English is your first language, it should be pretty clear, but if not, you can also go over to this training tab. Once you click on the training tab, there's several, even for the free version, these are available to you. And then there's some guidebooks here, and I would go into the glossary of term guidebook, and then you can find complete descriptions of all of the terms. All right, let's go back to strategic dates. And my internet looks like it's lagging there a little bit. Okay, so let's go back to the day. And so again, these negative and positive influences prevail over the entire day. So we actually need to match up positive and negative with anything that's in this center column, if you will, in the hours. But before I go there, one thing that is well worth noting and well worth doing each and every day is set a daily intention for yourself. At the beginning of the day, as you're looking over your calendar, these are best practices, you guys. If you kind of start looking at your calendar and I'm going to say TimeBlazr, if you look at it from a perspective from an annual view, a quarterly, monthly, weekly, and then daily view, you will get stuff done, and you will get stuff done successfully, because now we're adding in that extra element of bringing in the personalization for you. So set an intention for today. So it's a close day. A close day means we're going to close some things up. What can you get off your schedule today? Some of those things that you've been procrastinating about, this would be an excellent day to do it. Okay, at the time of broadcast, we're actually right here in this time slot right here. So I just need to be very careful about anything that I'm going to be doing, because it might be futile to do some important things. So now we're going to be looking at the different ways in which the energies are going to be showing up. So I think the first thing that's worth noting is that the Chinese calendar is based on 2-hour time slots. It's still 24 hours, obviously, but it's in two-hour chunks. So in those 2-hour chunks is where we get our best work done, where we have the most positive energy. So where we have the most positive energy that is left for the day in California anyway is between 5 and 6:59 p.m. and then another time slot between 9 and 10:59. Just the way the ball rolls today, and it will change each and every day. The next type will be where we're going to see both positive and negative. And this is where we're going to start taking a little bit of a step back and go, oh, there's something there that I need to take caution on. So this is where I'm going to say, okay, we're going to, make sure we understand everything that's in this particular chart, or day chart, if you will, because it is like an astrology chart, to see where I can make my best strategic moves. Then we're going to look at this where it's all negative. So one thing I want you to understand is when you do something in a series like I'm doing for you right now, uh, you're saying, well, why would she broadcast during that time? When you trigger the energy, when you start something like a series, or, let's say you're doing one of these like 30-day challenges or something like that, start it on a good day and time, and that triggers the positive energy for you. And then if you do take an extended break, and I'm saying anything over, you know, 10 days to 2 weeks, then you're going to have to find another day to trigger that energy again. So anytime you do a stop, you're going to have to find a new date to re-trigger or begin again, if you will. All right. So we're all cool here because we triggered it on a very good day. All right, the next thing that I want you to look at is this star system. So the stars are going to be either like in this dragon hour, or the hour that I'm talking at right now for this person, which is not me, for this person, this hour is neutral. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't affect you. It's just not as closely related to you as some of the hours would be. Then there's going to be 1 to up to 3 stars. So again, the thing that I would like for you to understand is only choose, especially on a day that is blank or void of color. What I would love for you to do is just use the really positive times. So again, this 5 o'clock hour is going to be your best time. And then you can say to me, it's like, oh my gosh, I've already got my days planned out. There really isn't anything I can do to change it. Well, the thing that you can change is the way that you show up. So again, if you have an appointment at 1 o'clock, it's still very vibrant for this person. We've got director, that means some authority, doors open, that's opportunities, but we do have pettiness there. So somebody may be just kind of picking at the scab, if you will, that, this isn't good enough, or why didn't you do this, or, and it could be unrelated to, maybe a client, but it could be, someone, that you're living with that is creating a little bit of tension in your life. So do watch out for, these types of disruptions that can happen. For me, it's much easier to, try to get only things, my real important correspondence and things like that to be done on really positive times. All right, let's move on to November 11th. And as you can see on this particular day, it's a 5-star day for this person. And look at all of those icons. Those are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But it is a pig day. Now, this is a thing that I want you to understand, that if you have a pig in your chart, and you will know whether you have a pig in your chart by going over to your business astrology, that's right here in the portal as well. And nope, no pig here. But it's a pig month, and now this is a pig day. Let's go back to the strategic dates so you can see it. So it's in the month of the pig and the pig day. Now, another thing that we're going to want to try to avoid is even this pig hour, even if it was pure blue with pluses, those are self-sabotaging energies. If you have a pig in your chart, so this is a little bit of theory of astrology that's woven into today's session, that is one of those self-sabotaging energies that we don't want to see more than one pig, because it's just too forceful of an energy. So therefore, we're going to try to avoid making really important decisions on this day. Now, again, if you've already scheduled things out, I can't really do anything about that. Just watch your communications, your actions, your verbal, nonverbals, and really watch that when you're planning out tomorrow. And again, you got to look at these positive and negatives. One thing worth noting, on a day that is an unfavorable day, or even worse than that, there's another one that is even below this energy called avoid. But this is where the negative influences really do kind of wake up and go, oh, okay, I'm here to pester you today. And then it kind of diminishes the positive. This is exact opposite when we have a positive day, and then you will end up having these positive influences be more vibrant, and it kind of neutralizes the negative, but not on a day like today. So, or not on a day like November the 11th. But what can you do with this day? It's an established day, so you can establish authority. And we've got some time between 7 and 8:59, neutral to this person though. Then we've got the horse hour between 11 and 12:59 p.m. That's pretty good. That's a 2-star, so that's nice. And then the rest of the day, it's kind of a very wobbly energy after that. My suggestion is, on the times that's unstable, every one of us, every single one of us has admin things to do. Even if you've got a full staff, you still have to delegate. You still have to be the brains of the operation, etc. So unless you're a silent partner in businesses, but even that is a choice. So what I would suggest when the times are unstable or days are unstable, I would be doing content creation. I'd be creating funnels. I'd be doing some brainstorming work. I would be doing, accounting, those kinds of things that I need to prepare to pass on to someone else. These are perfect days to do that. You're establishing some sort of authority, even though it's unstable. But if I was sending out important emails and things like that, I would either wait for a better day and or send it only during the good times, picking up the phone only during good times. And then if you must go off the rails and do something else, as in, oh, nope, got an appointment at 3 o'clock and I'm sticking to it, just know that we're going to have some energy that is going to potentially hold you back. Again, what you see on the screen may be different than what you're going to see on yours, but you will still see this middle column if you can follow my cursor, and you'll see all of this information. That's standard for everyone. Again, what's changes, icons, stars, and then the hour stars as well. By the way, the big difference between when I said 3 stars and above for the day view, when you go to the hour, I would take whatever you can get with the positive energy. So if it's a 2-star, take it because it loves your energy. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the 12th. Love this day. Love, 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 love this day. Please, please, please plan for it wisely because it's a good one. Okay, first of all, it is a favorable day. So as you can see, it becomes a little bit more colorful with green, and it's a remove day. And it is one of my favorite types of energy, believe it or not, because I'm able to remove obstacles. I'm able to, archive files and, put things in order. This day is, as much as I can, being blocked out to help me do that. Now, Fridays are a particular day in the TimeBlazr world for me, because this is the day that I actually do my week planning. And it is actually about this time of the year that I do my annual planning as well. So this is where, it's really great to be able to go and do that. But let me tell you how I do my week planning. And we'll talk about how I do an annual planning another time. I look at my past week and I look at what I tried to schedule in and what I actually accomplished. Pat on the back, yay, got some things done. Then I look at, what didn't I get done? And I do this Friday morning first thing. The reason behind this is because I want to take as much of Fridays as I can to really sprint through to try to complete those tasks that I promised myself. No one said I had to do any of the things that I put on the schedule. Most likely, I create my own calendar, right? And that could either be disastrous or it could be a blessing. So what I want you to do is I want you to look back and start seeing your patterns of potentially either overscheduling yourself, which I'm always working on, because I've always got some great ideas that I want to introduce. But this is going to be a day where we can cut through and prune out our things that we're going to be saying that we're going to be doing. So this is the opportunity where we start saying, okay, I'm going to take, let's say that I had well, it is true. I had a chapter due. I had actually, my annual book that is coming out in sometime in November, beginning of December. What we are looking at is, finishing up the edits and getting it uploaded onto Amazon. So that did not 100% get done. There's one little piece that is still lagging that needs to get done. I'm going to try to do it on Friday and make sure that I try to, get that thing done, because it's really important for me to do that. Now, you might look at your schedule and go, that one thing that I said I had to get done, it doesn't really, or it's no longer relevant. Then get it off of your schedule and don't keep piling it on to the next week. If you're not doing what you're saying that you want to do, such as I'm going to write a book, I'm going to write copy for my website, or I'm going to write a sales funnel. If you're not doing it, delegate it. And that's the best way that I can say to start freeing up time on your schedule. Okay. So that would be one thing that I do. And then I plan out the rest of the week looking at the week, just like I'm looking at it with you. What is available? I'm doing it from the monthly view at this point, and then going down week by week and then day by day. All right, so let's look at what we have here. Again, I love remove days. Love, love, love remove days. Now, it's a rat day. So this is where we can look at, who will best benefit from this particular day. And this will be actually a clash animal. And if you have a horse in your chart, this is going to help you clash out the things that you want to get rid of. So it is actually a very, very, very important day. Everyone can use it, but those who, for example, if you are a horse and you want to start a cleanse on this day, great day to start a cleanse for a horse, because the rat is going to clash out the horse, and it helps you release much more on a day like today than any other day. And then you could continue on, after this day. And it's going to happen very quickly. Why? Because we have this color teal on this positive influence, and it's saying that things are going to happen really, really, really quickly today. So this would be a great day to go within and see what it is that you want to release and let go. Okay. All right. And we also have the negative influence. We have lawsuits, but like I said, on a green day, this really gets diminished. Just an aside, if you are involved in a lawsuit, this would be something that you need to be taking care of. But this could also be a good day that you file or something like that because you are removing yourself from a situation. Okay. What do we have available on this day? So even though it's a beautiful day, things are happening really early in the morning. So between 5 and 6, I would certainly be willing to get up during that time. And then we have again a little bit later at night. So for what I am going to be doing on that day, I'm going to be doing scheduling. I'm going to be really, I'm going to be doing some decluttering. So this would be a day that I'm choosing to do this because it's a very good day to release things that are no longer serving you. There's other things on my calendar as well, like what do I need to finish up from the week before so I can feel confident and successful. That's really the crux of it, so that you can continue to get that validation that you're getting things done. And it really is important to do it with the calendar. Okay, now we're back to a day that is a little bit unstable, and it's a no meat day. So what does that mean? It means that on this particular day, there's something that is in your astrology with the day that is saying, it's probably better that you don't do an important meeting. Your second is that it's an unfavorable day. So, and it's a Saturday, so it may not be a day that you would be doing much meeting anyway. But what we do have here, and it's a full day. Now, a full day, what I want you to understand about a full day is that it's a day where you might take on too much responsibility. You overpromise and under deliver is really how it's going to show up for you, though, because it's like people are always going to want more from you. I'll volunteer for that. Okay, then you just get your cup is always full. It never empties out. So be very careful about commitments that you make on a full day. The other thing, I just want to pop out this one particular word here, benevolence. When you see that word show up, it's sort of an ask and you shall receive kind of energy. So I would be asking for something during the monkey hour. Look at 3-star for this particular person. And then again, real early in the morning, if you happen to be up on Saturday, I tend to, take a little bit more time in bed just to kind of catch up on sleep. But that 3 to 5 hour is really where I see the best potential on Saturday. Let's go on to the 14th. Again, we have a unfavorable day, and this is balance. Now, a balanced day, what that actually means is that we have balanced the scales of justice, if you will. So if you want an equal portion within any given situation, a balanced day is great. If you feel like you need more, want more, deserve more, do not use a balanced day, because again, the scales of liberty will certainly be balancing what is happening. But if you need more balance in your life, this is also a great day to incorporate more balance in your life. Great 5-star day, great day for partnerships and marketing for this particular person. And so let's hop on over to see where we've got some good potential. Again, this is on a Sunday, so the best time slot for this particular day is going to be, for this person, is 1 to 2:59, the goat hour, and very late at night. All right, let's see if we have any better luck on Monday. Yay, we do. Okay, all right, so we have a favorable, stable day. And it's a yin fire rabbit. Stable is stable. If you want something to start on a good foundation, use this day. This is going to be a great day to do that. Now, look at this particular day. Really nice. We've got a 4-hour time slot. So as you can see from the past few days, those don't actually happen too often, where you have 4 hours that are connected between the two time slots. So this is a really beautiful day to really get things started on a good foundation. So remember when I was saying content creation on the days that were unfavorable, you're going to be doing that, and then you're going to come in with your best energy on that day And boy, at between 11 and 3, this is where you're going to bank maybe those emails, or you're going to be launching a campaign, or you're going to start a series on this day. This would be a great day to get that launched. And how I like to use this is actually straddle both of the time slots. Like maybe you don't want to be doing a challenge that's 4 hours long that you start on that day, unless it's just a kind of a one-off and it's 4 hours. Yeah, go ahead and do it. But what I would do on this one, so I could capture the essence of both of them, is maybe I'd start something at 12:30 and finish at 1:30, and then that way you can have both. You can have the both of best worlds, if you will. So there's good questions. So, asking good questions to the people that you are interacting with to get good answers. Wealth accumulation is there's money involved. And then mentors can either be you're the mentor, coach, if you will, or you are asking for helpful people. Either way, it's beautiful for you to get something really nice accomplished on this day. So please mark certainly November 15th as a really good day to get some things done on a good foundation. And then the last day we're going to look at is we're back to the sense without color, and it's an avoid day. So we do have one avoid day that I talked to you about, and it's an initiate day. So you say, like, what? How could that even be? Why would you want to start something on a bad day? You don't, because you're going to want to avoid it. And what do we see here? We see that warning sign that it is a unstable day. Now, here's another term I do want to pop out to your attention, which is big spender. You do not want to do any shopping on. I'm hearing constantly that you need to be, and I think it's all media hype. Truthfully, I do see, yes, that there is prices going up and all of that, but there is a lot of media hype around. You must buy all of your holiday gifts, and you must buy all of your food and all of that, because there's not going to be enough for the holidays. And I personally think that but then again, I'm not the type of person that these holidays that are what we call in the US Hallmark related, where it is, there needs to be a sense of a gift that goes along with these celebrations. I mean, to some extent, that's nice tradition, but when it's over the top, like it is in today's standards, I think it's a little goofy, but that's my personal opinion. Anyway, stay out of the stores is the short end of that story. Is this is a day where you will burn your credit cards. So be very careful. You will spend a lot of money on this day. All right, but what else can you do on this day? You can start, kind of like outlining maybe what you're going to be, looking at for next year. You don't have to make any big, bold decisions yet. You can say, okay, well, this is what I'm planning on doing, and start mapping it out. Do your mind maps or whatever it is that you do to plan out your calendar or your year. And that is where I would use this day and during those times. That's going to be one of your best reliefs there. Okay. All right. I think we're going to leave it at that for today. Let me get back over here. And I just want to let you know very quickly about our annual event that is coming up January 8th and 9th. And if you like what you're seeing during the week, we're talking about person, space, time, and universe. That's exactly what my annual event is all about. And it is going to be 2 days where we're going to be talking about the annual energies. The last 2 years have been crazy, as we all know, and this upcoming water tiger has a big shift in energy, but it's not going to be favorable for everyone, but there's potential for everyone if you know how to play the hand. So it's a very, very, very interesting year that's coming up. I hope you will join us, and you can get your early bird tickets at www.TimeBlazr 2022watertiger.com and grab your seat. Go ahead and share that with a friend. And for now, we're going to close it up. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day and week. And we'll see you tomorrow for our Universal Gateway. Before you go, remember to go ahead and hit that like button, share, and comment, and hit that bell for all of the notifications that our office will be producing these types of materials for you. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.